In this video, I'm going to break down my income streams and just exactly where I put my money. My name is Andreas Slaughter. Take care consistently and enjoy the video. I would also like to point out and say that I am not a financial expert and nothing that I say in this video is financial advice. Hi and hello. If you're new to the channel, let me catch you up to speed on where I'm at in my career. I'm a year out from graduating from my MBA, and currently I work as a marketing manager out here in California, and as of the past 7 months, a marketing insights analyst remotely for a tech startup in Australia. So buckle up for a fully transparent look into my income streams. We'll cover investments, 401k, Roth IRA, crypto, dividends, content creator money, and much, much more. Stay tuned for the end of the video as I break down my 100% free strategy for adding passive income streams in your 20s. In order of magnitude, my main income stream comes from my full-time management job out in Orange County, California. Did I mention I was a marketing manager? Did I ever include that in any videos, any titles? Did I ever mention that before, by any chance? I get paid twice a month, and the majority of those paychecks go directly into my savings and investment accounts, with a trickling amount going into my 401k and IRA, but more on that later in the video. My second largest income stream is my remote role working as a marketing insights analyst. It's contract work, but I insisted on adding a clause that allowed me to get paid as if it was a 40-hour-a-week job. I'll break down more about that in another video, but the only downside is I have to meet all the deadlines or my contract is voided. Those two income streams make up a large majority of my total income, but I do have some supplemental income streams that still bring in money on a semi-consistent basis. My third income stream comes from online course sales that I receive from Skillshare and Udemy. I made a series of graphic design videos over 2.5 years ago while I was still getting my bachelor's, and I still to this day get paid about $10 a month. The great thing about this income stream is that my knowledge and skill level of graphic design has increased so that now I can go out and update these videos and hopefully also increase my MRR, which would be my monthly recurring revenue, compared to the first go round. My fourth income stream comes from my investments. I have a personally managed brokerage account that a large part of my money goes into. I'll give a quick breakdown of my investment strategy later in this video. Because it varies when dividends are issued, I'll sum it up and say that I make about $160 a year. Finally, my fifth income stream is crypto. And I'm sorry if that gave you goosebumps, I really am. Early last year, I came across a web browser called Brave that has a lot of really great features, ones that I'll break down in another video. But one of the best features is they pay users a certain amount of their currency, basic attention token, or BAT for short, each time they use the browser. They have ads that run at the top of your screen as little notifications, and each time you view them, you get allocated a small portion of BAT and it goes directly into your account. Based off of browser usage and the fluctuation of the crypto market, my annual earnings from Brave or using Brave is $40. Typically, when I receive a paycheck from my marketing management job, I dedicate a percentage of the gross paycheck to my 401k. This happens on a frequency of twice a month, and it's completely automated, so I don't have to do anything. My other employer unfortunately doesn't offer benefits, and that's just the downside and risk you take of working in the tech startup world. But I do dedicate a percentage of that paycheck and the paycheck of my marketing management job into my Roth IRA. Another question I get all the time is, Andreas, are you maxing out your retirement accounts? And the answer is no. My stance on retirement accounts is you should only contribute as much as you're comfortable contributing. Meaning, don't max out your accounts if your lifestyle can't accommodate that lack of liquid income. So, how do I define liquid assets? It's essentially all the money that makes it into my checking account. So each time I get paid from both my jobs, that paycheck minus the amount that automatically goes into my 401k and the money that I make from my online courses. I keep enough in my checking account to cover basic expenses like rent, bills, utilities, and subscriptions. I also personally like to have a cushion amount for my wants, which could be anything from new apartment additions, frivolous spending, gas and groceries, which I know should be needs, but when you live in California, you have to make some sacrifices. I also have to mention that because my remote role is contract work and it's in another country and sort of just how the contract is aligned, I have to manually deduct both federal and state taxes from my paycheck. So each time I get paid, I allocate that amount into a savings account that stays untouched until I have to pay taxes in 2023. So anything left over at this point goes into my investment account, my IRA, and my savings account. For those of you wondering how my strategy has changed over the years, I've tried to adopt a more financially responsible route and allocate as much money as possible into passive income engines that I can. This ensures that my inner thoughts don't win and I don't go out and buy a Rolex and Gucci flops. A controversial and probably the most controversial move is that I have a personally managed brokerage account that holds a large majority of my net worth. I hold mainly index funds like VTI, which stands for Vanguard Total Index, or IVV, which tracks the S&P 500, but I also have some individual love interests in my portfolio as well, such as Apple and Microsoft. I also do have a significant holding in AT&T, and that's strictly for dividend growth. I plan to diversify my dividend stocks and strategy in general later this year as the market improves. Originally, I planned on releasing this video late last year when the crypto market was bad, but I still had investments. I've sold all my crypto at this point, and I do not plan on jumping back in anytime soon. This is just a personal preference of mine, and it might change later on. I'll break down just exactly how much I lost and why my strategy in mind has changed since that point in time. But to sum it up, my main holding was Bitcoin, followed by several stable altcoins, and then with that, I added some sprinklings of speculative coins that I was hoping to get a large return for. My savings account is the one place that changes the most in terms of what my strategy is, how much money goes in and is in at any given point. This is because my expenses are still fluctuating as I get accustomed and situated into my new life and apartment here in Orange County. Things such as furniture, a new bed, clothes, and even a new car battery, as my car died the other day, are all factors that contribute to me having to tap in and ultimately deplete my savings account completely. My strategy right now, and one that's really safe if you're just starting out in a new area or just in general, is to have at least 6 months worth of expenses. And again, personally for me, I want to have a luxury cushion as well that allows me to travel, or if I change my career or get a new job, it allows me to pay for expenses such as traveling or any new expenses that come with getting an apartment. You've made it to the end of the video. Congratulations. If you've made it this far, you might as well like and subscribe. I mean, come on, we're like homies now. All jokes aside, if you're in your 20s and you want to add passive income streams, the first thing you should do is to tap into what you know. For example, while I was in college, I sold Lucas the Spider plushies on eBay so I could go out with friends and afford basic necessities like groceries and gas. This is because I knew how to sell on eBay thanks to my dad. From there, several semesters later, I tapped into my limited graphic design experience to create online courses. You don't have to be an expert to start making money, you just have to start with what you know. Thank you for watching, and for all things marketing, finance, and unprofessionally professional advice, I'm Andreas Slaughter. Take care consistently, and I'll see you in the next video.